Hi, this is Brandon from TatOG back with another episode of Linux Sundays. And you always know it's an episode of Linux Sundays because you hear the air horn. And I know this is a Monday, and I thank you very much for the delay in my video. But the holidays have got my schedule all over the place, and I was spending some time with the family yesterday. So thank you very much for that. All right, so today we're going to be continuing our Learning Linux with TatOG series based on Ryan's tutorial guide. Link will be down in the descriptions for the tutorial. If this is the first video that you're catching from this in the series down to his website. Now, today we're going to be doing an introduction to Vim. What Vim is, it is a command line text editor. Now, we've talked about Nano a little bit on this channel thus far, not very much, but it is like Nano on steroids. It is a great thing. I probably should have utilized Vim to actually write up the script for this video, but I didn't think about it till after I had already done so. So I'd like to, anytime I'm going to be doing some scripts in the future, I definitely would like to utilize Vim to go ahead and write those, because normally I just use LeafPad, which is my go-to text editor personally. But we're going to definitely use Vim going forward. Now, depending on your distribution, a lot of the Ubuntu-based distributions looks like they have it as base. They have it as V. And V is, you have V and Vim. Vim is just Vim, VI improved. I always like to make sure that the full version of Vim is always installed on my system. So what I do is I just do a quick sudo apt update, let it update, then I do a sudo apt install Vim, and then I've got the full version on my system. Now, I've got a couple of things that I want to go ahead here and set up so I can go ahead and show you a brief, just simple tutorial into Vim. So, as I stated, this is a command line text editor similar to Nano. It's been optimized for the command line, so it does not use the mouse. I will say though that the mouse, if you are scrolling over the document in a long document, you can still navigate down lines using the mouse trackpad, the mouse trackball or trackpad or whatever the one thing is used, kind of scroll up and down. You can utilize that, but other than that, you're pretty much stuck to the keyboard, which I think is a great thing because it's definitely much better for efficiency. There is also a man page for VI or Vim. From here on out, I will be calling it Vim. So if you have any questions about utilizing the V or Vim command, go ahead and use the man page to get those questions answered. Now, there are two modes that Vim has. Now, the first one, and the one that you start in, is going to be what is known as edit mode. And I'm sitting here typing, and you can see, oops, actually just accidentally went into input mode. But, you know, if you see here, if you're pushing any other buttons, you can see that there is, hold on here. You can see that there is no modifying it unless you see me accidentally put it into insert mode, which is done with the I key, and that's what was happening is I was hitting that I. So this, when you go into the I mode or insert mode, aka input mode, it's going to allow you to type in and enter content. Edit mode, when you're outside of insert mode, will go ahead and allow you to do things such as navigating the file and do things like deleting, copying, and saving, and all that good stuff. You'll know when you're in input mode because it'll say insert down in the bottom left corner. As you saw, I just typed in the command vim and then my document name, which is just my file. If you're using just regular V, then you would just use V as opposed to Vim. Pretty simple stuff. You can also use V or Vim, then the file name. This will either create the file if it doesn't already exist, or allow you to work in an existing file. If there is one that's already saved on your hard drive, like there was in my particular case. Now, there's a few different ways to save and exit documents. If you want to just do a quick save and exit, really simple. Just go ahead and do 2 capital Z's in edit mode. Boom, done. Now, let's go back in there. If you want to go ahead and just quit, and discard all the changes. You're going to do colon Q exclamation point. Let's go back in there. If you want to go ahead and just save the file, you're going to do a colon W, and when that W means for write, you can see that it was written there. Bada bing, bada boom. And then if you want to go ahead and combine them both together, you will do a colon Q. I'm sorry, colon W then Q. And it just did both of them. So let's go ahead and go back into that file. Now I want to go ahead and talk about navigating files. When you're inside of insert mode, you only are really going to be able to navigate it with the arrow keys, as well as to a certain extent using the enter, but that's just really creating additional lines. All of the other navigating tools are going to be utilized in edit mode, so keep that in mind. Now, if you want to go ahead and use you can use the arrow keys and stuff like that, but you can also use the J, K, H, and L. H and L will move you left to right, with H moving you left, and L moving you right. So you can see I'm doing that right now. All right, and then you have J and K. J will move the cursor down, and K will move the cursor up. Easy peasy. Now you also have the caret. We also have the caret sign, which will go ahead and move the cursor to the beginning of the line. So let's go ahead and just hit that caret sign. Boom. Now if you want to move it to the end of the line, go ahead and hit the $sign. All right. Now, if you want to go ahead and move it to, to a specific line number, move the cursor to that specific line number, you can go ahead and do that utilizing a number and then an uppercase G. So if we want to go ahead and go to the third line, we're going to hit 3, and then we're going to go ahead and hit G, and there it goes down to the third line. Easy peasy. And then if you just use G by itself, it will go ahead and put you down to the last line. Now, a couple things here to really keep in mind as far as these lines go and navigating is if it has a tilde, I'm not sure if this is what the correct term is, but I call it a deadline, where you can't do anything with it. When it's a tilde, you can't go down past it. You've got to go ahead and bring that line to life by entering into that line and then actually putting some type of input into that line. So keep that in mind. Like I said, using the big G will move you to the last line. If you want to go back up to the first one, just do the 1 and then the big G, and that will take you there. Now, if you want to go to the beginning of the next word, you will use the W command, which is a lowercase w. And you can see there, boom, 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 boom. All right, now, if you want to go to a specific word, say we want to go to the 5th word, we will do a 5 and hit the W key. And you can kind of see a pattern with the way that if you're going to a certain number of something, that you'll put the number and then go ahead and put the command in. Now, if you want to go ahead and move backwards, you can hit the B, and then the same thing will actually end up applying if you can do 5 and then hit B, and it'll go back 5 letters, or whatever number you do, then the lowercase b. And keep in mind, when going backwards, this is a lowercase b. I apologize for not making that clear previously. Now, if you want to go ahead and transist through paragraphs, you can go ahead and I'm honestly not really sure what these are called, so I'm just going to show them to you. As uneducated as that is you have the whoops, hold on, let's get in our insert mode here. And all right, these things. So this one on the left here, I'm just going to, that one will go ahead and allow you to transist backwards one paragraph, and using the forward one, it will go ahead and allow you to move forward one. I'm pretty sure, I believe this would be the opening one technically, and this one would be the closing one. So the opening one will allow you to go back. The closing one will allow you to go forward in paragraphs. So let me just go ahead and show that to you here. We're going to go ahead and go down some paragraphs. There we go, and then we will go back up. If you know what they are called, please put it down in the comments. That is very much appreciated. I do always appreciate learning new things, so thank you very much for that. Now, if you want to go ahead and make it easier on yourself to be able to go ahead and be able to see what lines are what, in edit mode, you can go ahead and do a colon and then set new NU. And voila, we now have numbered lines. Fan-freaking-tastic. All right, so cool. Let's go ahead and go on to deleting content. So again, we're going to be in edit mode. And let's say we want to go ahead and just delete individual characters. We will hit the lowercase x. There we go. If we want to go ahead and do a certain number of characters, we will do the number, and then we will do a lowercase x. There I just did 6, and we can see that that happened. If you want to go ahead and delete the entire current line, you can do a DD. And there it goes. We saw it disappear. All right, now if you want to go ahead and delete things like say that they're after, let's go ahead and go back in here. Like, you know, say if you want to delete like a paragraph or something like that, so you can go back up. We're going to go ahead and go to this one. And what we're going to do is this time, instead of putting the number in front, we're going to go ahead and you would put it after the D command. If you're doing it, say if you want to delete like the 5th paragraph, you would do D, and then you would do the 5, and then you would do the closed little bracket thingy. So I'm just going to go ahead and do the next one. So I'm going to go ahead and do D, and then I'm going to go ahead and put that one, and then we can see that that was the next paragraph, so it actually deleted the line that we were on. Now, if you want to go ahead and undo, just hit U, the lowercase u, and you can keep hitting that until you've gotten all the way back to all of the changes that you've made. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and do this. And then if we go ahead and we can also do an uppercase. Whoops, I'm sorry. Let me go ahead and I'm going to just delete little bits of randomness in this line. All right, so if we want to go ahead and undo all the changes to this line, just give it a big uppercase U, and that will go ahead and just undo all of the changes that you just made on that line. So now, one of the things that I found super helpful with Ryan's tutorials was the fact that he does have a Vim text editor cheat sheet. So let me go ahead and pull that up, and that's going to be right here. And you can see that I'll go ahead and put this down in the information section so that you can access this cheat sheet. I highly encourage you, as you're working through Vim for the first few times, go ahead and utilize this cheat sheet to go ahead and navigate. Keep in mind, this is nowhere near a comprehensive document on utilizing Vim. I highly one of the most powerful search tools that you have at your disposal in the history of humanity is going to be the modern search engine, using Google, DuckDuckGo, Yahoo, whatever other ones that are out there. You can utilize those. Now, that is the way to get your questions answered. You type it into Google, I can guarantee you there's a really good chance that somebody has asked that question, and not only asked that question, but also somebody has answered that question. Google is your best friend and can teach you just about anything. So don't be afraid to be aggressive with the Googling when it comes to learning. So, all right, well, that's going to go ahead and conclude today's video. If you liked the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up down below. If you did not like, and let me know what you liked about it down in the comments. If you didn't like it, go ahead and give it a thumb down and let me know what you didn't like and how I can do it better in the future. If you really like this content and want to have and see more content like this, go ahead and hit that red subscribe button down below. Always open to any feedback or anything else in regards to the video channel in the comments, or you can just say hi. Just keep it civil in the comments, people. I really do appreciate that. I really want to thank you very much for watching my video, and have a great day.